Welcome back to Shadow Wars. Today's story is about an agency that rarely speaks, but always acts. The Mossad, Israel's national intelligence agency, is widely considered one of the most feared and effective spy networks in the world. But what sets them apart isn't just information gathering. It's how they eliminate threats, with surgical precision, brutal efficiency, and absolute silence. This isn't fiction. This is real. And today, we're diving deep into the targeted killings program that allowed Mossad to reach deep into enemy territory, carry out executions, and vanish, often without leaving a trace. It began in the aftermath of 1972. That year, 11 Israeli athletes were murdered by Palestinian militants during the Munich Olympics. A moment of horror watched by millions around the globe. Israel responded with Operation Wrath of God, one of the most ambitious and long-lasting assassination campaigns in modern history. The mission? Hunt down every member involved in planning or supporting the Munich massacre, no matter where they lived, no matter how long it took. Targets were tracked across France, Italy, Lebanon, Norway, Greece, and eliminated in hotels, on the street, and poisoned, shot, bombed. Some died with no warning. Others lived in fear for years, only to be found in the most unexpected moments. But here's where it gets darker. Mossad's operations didn't stop at revenge. Over the decades, they expanded into preventive assassinations, eliminating scientists, militants, or political leaders viewed as future threats. Iranian nuclear scientists mysteriously died in traffic accidents. Weapons engineers in Syria were blown up by briefcases or car bombs. Hezbollah commanders in Lebanon were found dead in locked apartments, no signs of forced entry. And while Israel rarely confirms any operation publicly, the world knows. And so do their enemies. What makes Mossad so feared is not just the act, but the message it sends. If you cross us, we will find you. Even decades later, even in your own home. In the next chapter, we'll examine some of Mossad's most shocking operations, including the Dubai assassination in 2010, when a team of over 24 agents infiltrated one of the world's most secure cities to eliminate one man, and left behind a digital trail that exposed everything. But the real question is, was that mistake intentional? Stay with me. January 19, 2010. Dubai, a city of wealth, surveillance, and supposed security. But that night, inside the luxurious Al Bustan Rotana Hotel, a man named Mahmoud Omabhau, a senior commander of Hamas, was murdered in his hotel room. The world wouldn't learn about it until days later. And when they did, the details read like a spy novel. Except this one was horrifyingly real. Mahmoud checked in under a false identity. So did his killers. CCTV footage would later reveal. 27 individuals entered Dubai in coordinated waves, using fake passports from the UK, Ireland, Germany, and Australia. Some wore tennis gear, others posed as tourists. They never carried weapons through airport security. Just disguises, burner phones, and nerves of steel. Once inside the hotel, they monitored Mahmoud's movements in real time. They swapped rooms, rerouted hotel calls, even coordinated elevator rides to avoid suspicion. When the time was right, they entered his room. He never screamed. No forced entry, no damage to the room. When housekeeping found him the next day, it was ruled a heart attack at first. But autopsy reports later confirmed he had been electrically shocked, injected with a muscle relaxant, and suffocated with a pillow. Clean, cold, professional. Except for one thing. The cameras caught everything. Dubai's security apparatus quickly released the footage to the world, showing team members changing clothes, using cloned credit cards, walking calmly down hotel halls. The story went viral, and just like that, Mossad, long feared, but rarely seen, was exposed. But was it really a mistake? Many intelligence analysts believe otherwise. Because, here's the strange part. Mossad had never been that careless before. Why leave such a trail this time? Some suggest it was intentional psychological warfare, a demonstration of reach, a message not just to Hamas, but to Iran, Syria, and every enemy watching. Even in the safest city in the world, we can find you, and we can leave whenever we want. The fallout was diplomatic chaos. Western countries accused Israel of forging passports. All 27 suspects vanished without a trace, and Israel refused to confirm or deny anything. In truth, the Devi hit was just one of many. But it pulled back the curtain on how sophisticated, patient, and bold Mossad operations could be. Their tactics went far beyond guns and poison. They mastered psychological pressure, digital surveillance, human intelligence, and manipulation of systems from within. From car bombs in Damascus to rigged phones in Beirut, from fake identities in Europe to drone assassinations in Tehran, Mossad had become a ghost network. But what happens when the ghosts come too close to home? In the final chapter, we'll explore the ethical cost. When assassinations become a normalized tool of diplomacy, what does that mean for the future of warfare? And could your country be next? Mossad's reputation wasn't built on battlefield victories. It was built in back alleys, hotel rooms, and safe houses, through silence, shadows, and precision kills. But in the decades since Munich, the world has changed. Technology has advanced. Surveillance is everywhere. And yet, Mossad continues to operate beyond borders, beyond politics, beyond consequence. In 2018, in broad daylight, an academic named Fadi al-Bach was shot 14 times by 2 motorcyclists in Malaysia. He was reportedly helping develop drone technology for Hamas. No group claimed responsibility. In 2020, Iranian nuclear scientist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh was assassinated near Tehran by a remote-controlled machine gun mounted on a truck, allegedly triggered by satellite. No agents on the ground. No witnesses survived. That's the evolution. From agents in trench coats to AI-powered satellite-linked kill machines. And still, no one takes credit. But the message is always the same. If we see you as a threat, your name goes on the list. And the list has no expiration date. Now, some will argue Israel has the right to defend itself, and Mossad is just doing what needs to be done. Maybe. But where is the line? When a foreign power can send agents, or worse, code across borders to carry out assassinations without trial, without proof, without oversight. What separates justice from murder? And if Israel can do it, so can Iran. So can Russia. So can the United States. In fact, they already have. In 2011, the U.S. drone strike that killed Anwar al-Awlaki, an American citizen in Yemen, sparked outrage. No charges, no due process. Just a missile. We now live in a world where assassination is policy. A world where intelligence agencies act as judge, jury, and executioner across oceans. And that should terrify you. Because Mossad may be the best at it, but they're not the only ones. The tools they have been copied, repurposed, weaponized. It's not just about protecting a nation anymore. It's about controlling narratives, technology, fear, and if you're asking, how do I know all this? Let's just say, not every file stays buried, not every agent stays loyal, and not every ghost disappears forever. Thank you for watching Shadow Wars. If you want more stories like this, raw, buried, and never meant to be told, subscribe now. Because in a world of silence, truth has to speak louder than ever. And trust me, we've only scratched the surface.